have pulmonary hypertension, and I'm glad to be here.
It's really incredible to see how this conference has grown. The enormity of it all is just mind-boggling.
So exciting to see people come in and to see the change when they leave here with the hope that they have.
PHA.
This is our second PHA conference, and we learned so much last time that we decided to come back.
It's a rare disease, but I think there's a phenomenal amount of support and people who care.
My husband has PH. I've got primary pulmonary hypertension.
My wife has the disease.
It's the only conference that I know of where caregivers, patients, physicians, and the industry come together at the same conference.
I do a lot of client consultation and intake work for PAH patients.
One of my best friends was diagnosed with PH 5 years ago.
I'm a cardiologist, former chair of the board.
Doctors and researchers and patients, they all came together in that first conference at Stone Mountain, Georgia so many years ago, and it's continued through the years. It's a wonderful thing.
I'm a pulmonologist at Mass General Hospital in Boston.
My mom was diagnosed.
I really wanted to meet patients or, just hear stories behind what they're going through. That's been probably the most exciting part.
Well, often there's a barrier between the doctors and the patients, and I think PHA actually unites that into one community.
I'm up to do a research project with one of the hospitals, and so I want to talk to some of the doctors about what they're doing with this kind of a project, and I hope to get a lot of information and meet a lot of people.
I did come by myself, but I'm meeting a lot of friends here. I have over 400 friends on Facebook. So I can't wait to see them.
It's been such a welcoming environment since day one for us.
And when you talk with others about our journey and they're going through a similar thing, you just find that real immediate connection. It's hard to describe it. It's almost like you're talking to yourself.
I have a daughter. Her name is Olivia. She's 4.5. She was diagnosed with PH when she was 4 months old. Very overwhelming and scary for us, and we reached out to the PHA for information and support. And without that, I don't know how we would have gotten through that initial shock. To see the people and to talk to them and feel a sense of community is just really helps me not feel alone in this at all anymore.
It's been a wonderful thing from conference to conference to see these kids with the disease grow up and become young adults.
PHA rocks.
Particularly want to thank those who made the special effort and came for the international conference.
We are from Oslo in Norway.
I'm from Israel.
Japan.
I'm from Turkey.
Argentina.
I'm from Mexico.
It's been hugely beneficial to us just to learn from him.
You can meet other people, be inspiration to them. And I always get some ideas for here and here, trying to gather all information we can to bring home and help people in Argentina.
The illness knows no boundaries. So, the cure for this could be found in England, it could be found in Israel, it could be found in the United States, but we just all need to work together.
I hope they gain as much out of it as we gain from learning from them.
The knowledge and the experience we gain here, I'm going to share it with everyone all over the world.
The advice I give to newly diagnosed patients is the old phrase, knowledge is power.
The most important thing is to get informed, to read and to go to the good resources of information.
Don't look at all the stats online. You have to find another patient and know that there's hope.
I am constantly meeting people who are defying the odds and doing things that the books say couldn't be done and pushing me to push myself further.
I don't know how we're going to be treating this disease in 5 years, except I know that we'll have more options.
Each conference there are more and more treatments, so there's more and more hope.
And there's been terrific leadership at the level of the board of PHA and the staff of PHA. They've all had energy and enthusiasm.
All of us in the PHA community are really tremendously grateful to all of our sponsors.
We've got a beautiful facility here, an amazing lineup of people, amazing lineup of programs, and it's really a testament to the organization, the staff, and all the hard work that people put into it.
I just want to thank the PHA for making this possible and for the hundreds and hundreds of volunteers who come together and do this for us every 2 years. It's an opportunity that is unsurpassed, and I'm so grateful for it.
It was the power of the first idea at that kitchen table back in 1991 that's led us to this conference and this much closer to the cure.
He started with an idea that's grown and touched so many people and saved so many lives. I'm happy to be a part of it.
I'm very, very proud of everyone. It doesn't work with just a handful of people.
The one thing I know about pulmonary hypertension and the people involved in it is we don't stand still. And so we have effective therapies, for instance, but we still have a ways to go.
We are just a young organization. We are just getting started, and where we can go in the future is just unbelievable.
I think the hope for the future is to have a real solid base of information, support networks, but ultimately, a real cure.
For the future, hopefully a cure. I think that's the main hope that we have.
That doctors will be more aware of what the different symptoms are of PH.
It's really about getting the patients diagnosed as early as possible, medicines as early as possible, so they can thrive for as long as possible.
PH patients don't give up. We don't ever give up. We're going to fight and fight until we have this disease conquered. And that makes us a strong, strong organization.
The power of one.
El poder de uno.
O poder de uno.
Die macht van één.
一つになる. El poder de uno.